Okay, Jeremy here, Jeeps Unlimited, 303-666-9020. Partsbreakers.com. You can view this tub and one others like it, because I only have 2 of these in stock at the moment, and I haven't had any LJ tubs in the last probably 3 years that have been, you know, rust free and whatnot. So there's a little damage on both of them, but nothing that takes away too bad. The other one, my other black one's a little cleaner. But again, they're both rust free. So we'll start with just going over the thing. So nice cowl area up here, no hail damage or anything like that. Firewall super clean, no damage here. My other one's got a little damage here. This one's nice and clean and straight there. So you just kind of have to pick what you're doing. No rust up through here. Below the rocker is clean all the way to here. Now right here, and what I did, I'll tell you, I had this on the end of my Dove trailer. I actually screwed this up, otherwise it was really clean, so I'll discount it because of that. But I had it on the end of my Dove, and normally what I can do, these tubs aren't very heavy, so I can stack them. We scissor them so the frontwards goes this way on the top, and we put wood support beams in them. Well, it was on the rear of the Dove, and I had beefed up the rear to compensate for the little bit of a drop on our trailer, but it wasn't enough, and that pallet had wiggled out a little bit, and so it buckled right here. So it's going to need to be, it very well might, when it goes back on a frame, depending on what you're doing with it, it may straighten that, but I don't want to give you any guarantees there, because it's like this on both sides. So it's buckled just right there, just like you can kind of see it, just directly that way. So that or armor, if you're doing armor, shouldn't be a big deal, or just depending on what you're doing, it may not be a big deal at all. But again, I definitely want you to see it, and again, it will be knocked down a little bit for you there. Corner here's got a little dinged up on that corner, nothing super bad, but again, they'll be discounted based on that as well. This one's going to be about $1,000 cheaper than the black one, so just to keep that in mind. These are not easy to find, so if you're looking to save a little bit of money, this would be the way to go. This side is really nice, passenger side. This rocker is good, and then again, here's the same exact buckle. That exact V kind of goes down from the corner down to the bottom here. And I did have a set of doors hung on it just to make sure that wasn't going to affect anything there, and it was fine. So it opened, closed, it didn't affect that. But anyway, floorboards, passenger side, beautiful. Passenger rear, beautiful. Back area here, beautiful. Got a little bit of surface up here, right here where the your hard top or your soft top would mount. And then here too, just where the paint's running through. Not cancerous, doesn't go all the way through. That's definitely something I'd want to address. Rear driver's side, and then here again, you're getting a little bit of surface wear up here where that paint's worn off. I didn't have carpet in this one, so it was a beach rig, so definitely a little bit there, but nothing through and through. And then this guy, same as my other one, but you can see it's a little bit in here, but this is just a matter of some channel locks and pull that out. Let me get her up in the air. So the bottom side of this tub is actually really nice, and that's crucial because it makes it a lot easier to do. So this one's a little bent in here, more than likely from our forks coming into these, but shouldn't be too big a deal to get this pulled down, and you might just do it with, like I said, the frame mount itself. Torque pocket, okay, that's your first mount, by the way. I always show that one on your frame. And then you got this one, your middle one, okay? And you got this one. And these are all kind of angled this way. So, again, okay, so starting to get a little bit of surface here. None of these pockets are collapsed or cracked, which is crucial. I would definitely address through here. You're starting to see a little bit of rust coming at this seam here. And a little bit up in here. Okay, this is actually right around that damaged area, so it actually kind of pulled there. So that might be the fix, just to tack that back, push in here and tack this back in place. That might pull that right out. So I definitely wouldn't let this go just because once you start seeing it here, but it's nothing that's inhibiting it in any way. The rest of the wheel wells are really clean. Just starting to see it a little bit at these seams here. Okay, here's your back rear driver side over your fuel tank. Those are nice and clean, nothing broken off. These are supposed to float and move around in here. So, and then this guy here, okay, same thing, nice and clean. So same exact, these seams here, okay. So definitely neutralize this, if nonetheless, unless you're blasting it. This side's actually really clean up through here, and not nearly like the other one. And then even in this area, I'd still neutralize it at least. And again, it's pulled right there. So now that I've seen this is actually somewhat, let me see if I can get up there, somewhat of an easier fix. And I see what this did. It just pulled the welds right here when this buckled. So this should be able to be pushed back in and then retacked here if that's what you want to do there. Shouldn't be too big a deal at all. So, okay, but I want you to see it as you see it. Same angle on all these. None of them were clacks or cracked, but definitely push here. And this thing didn't hit, see here. So now that I'm seeing these and the way they're angled, this was a hit on the very front of this frame, and it was a good hit. I mean, it looked like they hit a fire hydrant, and that definitely shoved back these guys here, but no damage to the body other than what I did and whatnot. So rest of the tunnel, nice and clean, no rust on that, up through the center, on back. And again, questions, comments, concerns, feel free to give me a holler, 303-666-9020 and partsbreakers.com.